There is a whole corner of the internet where people film themselves refilling snack machines, and the comments under every video ask the same question. How do I start? You know the pitch by now. Buy a machine for $3,000. Place it in a gym or an office. It earns $100 a day while you sleep. Do that 12 times, and you have replaced your salary with a wall of quiet metal boxes that never call in sick. The restocking videos are strangely satisfying. The cash counting videos are better, and the whole thing feels like a cheat code that everyone else somehow missed. Here is the strange part. The numbers in some of those videos are real. Machines that earn $100 a day exist. The problem is everything the camera never shows, which is the distance between owning a machine and keeping the money. I read the operator forums, the route listings, and the fee schedules so you don't have to. So today, we are doing the thing the vending gurus skip in every single video. We are doing the route math. Start with the machines themselves, because even the entry price has a few surprises in it. A new snack machine runs $3,000 to $5,000. Drink machines and the big glass front combo units cost more. Used machines go for $1,000 to $2,500, and the used market is worth a long look because it is absolutely flooded with machines that have one careful owner and one dead dream. Every barely used machine on the classifieds is somebody who watched the same videos you did. That should tell you something about how this usually goes, and it also means the smart money often starts by buying someone else's exit at a discount. Then come the add-ons. A card reader costs $300 to $450 per machine to install, and in a world where nobody carries cash, it is not optional. Adding one typically lifts sales by 20 to 45%. You will also need a heavy-duty dolly because a drink machine weighs 600 to 800 pounds and does not ride in the back of a sedan. Many operators end up with a van or a trailer, a corner of the garage stacked with product from the warehouse club, and a float of inventory cash tied up in chips and soda before the first quarter ever drops. Add sales tax permits, and in some cities, a license fee for every individual machine you place. So a modest 10-machine route, bought new with readers, ties up $35,000 to $40,000 before it earns a cent. Keep that number in your head because we are going to come back to it. Now the part that matters. What does a machine make? The gurus say $100 a day. The actual industry data from the software companies that watch thousands of real machines says a typical unit grosses $150 to $400 a month. A genuinely good location does $300 to $600. The $100 a day machines are real, but they live in hospitals, airports, and giant warehouses. And those buildings are locked up by full-line operators with service contracts and refrigerated trucks. Nobody is selling you that location for a finder's fee. What a beginner gets is the break room of a 12-person office, and the break room of a 12-person office buys about as many candy bars as you would expect. So let's build an honest route and follow the money. 10 machines averaging $300 a month each, which is a solid result for a first-year operator. That is $3,000 a month of gross revenue, $36,000 a year. On paper, a real business. Now the deductions begin. The product itself costs you about half of everything you sell, so $1,500 survives. The locations take a commission, typically 10 to 20% of gross, because your machine is standing on their floor and using their electricity. Call it 10%, and you are down to $1,200. The card readers charge around $10 a month each, plus roughly 5 to 6% of every card sale. And since most sales are card sales now, that costs you a bit over $200 a month across the route. Machines jam, CoinMex die. Product expires in the slow slots, and industry data puts downtime losses alone at 3 to 5% of revenue. So shave off another $150. You are now holding about $850, and you have not paid the most expensive employee yet, which is you. 10 machines need service every week or two. Each stop is 20 or 30 minutes of restocking, wiping, counting, and clearing jams, plus the driving between stops, plus the warehouse club run, plus pre-packing the product, plus counting coins at the kitchen table. Done honestly, that is somewhere around 20 to 25 hours a month, and a few hundred miles on a vehicle that the tax authorities price at about 70 cents per mile for a reason. Take out the mileage, and your route clears something like $650 to $700 a month. Divide that by your hours, and the fantasy finally shows its face. You have built yourself a job that pays roughly $25 to $30 an hour, taxed as self-employment with no benefits. And you paid $35,000 for it. At $700 a month, the machines take about 4 years to pay for themselves, and that assumes no location kicks you out, and nothing expensive breaks in year 3, which is assuming a lot. Want to replace a $50,000 salary at these numbers? You need somewhere around 60 machines. 60 machines is a box truck, a storage unit, and a 5-day-a-week physical route. Real people run exactly that, and they will happily tell you what business they are in. It is called logistics, passive. Now the 5 things the restocking videos never mention. Number 1, the location is the business, and you do not own it. There is no lease. Most placements are a handshake with a 30-day escape hatch, and some of them are just a handshake. The office downsizes, the gym changes managers, a competitor offers 5% more commission, and your machine is suddenly unplugged in a hallway. Moving it costs a couple $100s in professional muscle, because remember, 800 pounds, and every week it sits in your garage, it earns nothing. Location. Churn is the quiet killer of vending routes, and no spreadsheet from a seller ever includes it. Number 2, getting locations is door-to-door sales. This is the hidden job inside the passive job. Machines do not walk into buildings. You do, cold, with a pitch, past a receptionist who has heard it before. The shortcut everyone tries is a locator service, which charges $50 to $100 and up per placement. And the operator forums overflow with stories about what that money buys: dying strip malls, offices that never agreed to anything, guarantees that expire faster than the potato chips. If you cannot sell, you do not have a vending business. You have machines in a garage, and we already covered where those end up. Number 3, the business opportunity trap. There is an entire industry that sells vending dreams in a bundle. A machine, a guaranteed location, training, support, all for $10,000 a unit and up. For hardware you could buy for $4. Regulators have been chasing vending business opportunity sellers for decades, and the pitch has barely changed since the fax machine era. The defense is simple: price the machine and the location separately, in writing. Any seller who refuses to split those 2 numbers has just told you which one is fake. Number 4, small tickets get eaten alive. The average vending sale is around $2.25, and fees that feel tiny at a restaurant take 3 bites out of a snack. A flat 10-cent transaction fee plus 5 or 6% processing can consume close to 15% of a cheap item. Add the monthly fee on every reader and the cellular data plan every machine needs to phone home, and you are paying rent on a phone plan for each metal box you own. The readers are still worth it because card sales lift revenue more than the fees take, but it is one more silent hand in the register that the napkin math never includes. Number 5, if you buy an existing route, the books are cash fiction until proven otherwise. Route listings love the words gross and potential, and locations that never signed anything with you are free to leave the day after closing. Your defense this time is not the water bill, it is the telemetry. Modern card readers log every single vend with a timestamp, so demand the dashboard data for the last 12 months, not a spreadsheet the seller typed himself. Then ride the full route with him for 2 complete service cycles and count the cash with your own hands. Last episode, the water bill told the truth about the laundromat. In vending, the card reader is the water bill. Now the fair part, because some people genuinely win at this. The winners run dense routes, with machines minutes apart instead of scattered across 2 counties, because drive time is the expense nobody sees. They fight for captive locations, the factory with a night shift, the distribution warehouse, the place where 300 hungry people are locked in with your machine and nothing else. One placement like that out-earns 5 break rooms. The winners are also, almost without exception, people who like selling, because locking down locations is the actual skill of this industry, and everything after that is inventory management. There is one more honest path, and it connects to where this channel started. If you already own the building, the math flips completely. A vending machine inside your own laundromat, your own shop, your own gym, pays no commission, needs no driving, and serves customers who are already standing there with time to kill. That is the one version of vending where the passive part is nearly true. And for everyone else, a handful of well-placed machines throwing off a few $100s a month is a perfectly respectable side income, as long as you call it what it is: a paper route with better margins. So here is the verdict. Vending machines look passive until you do the route math. And the route math says the revenue per machine is small enough that the real business is logistics. Sourcing, stocking, driving, and selling at $25 an hour if you do it well. Built dense, placed smart, and tracked with real data, it is honest side income that scales for the people willing to treat it like a trucking company in miniature. Bought as a dream in a bundle, it is the most expensive way ever invented to sell a bag of chips. Next time, the most famous franchise on the planet, where the corporation is not really in the burger business at all. It is in the landlord business, and once you see the rent, you cannot unsee it. McDonald's looks like a money printer until you see what the house keeps. If this video just saved you from a garage full of snack machines, the subscribe button is free.